everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a kicking practice. We are focusing on the turning kick, which is also called a roundhouse kick or round kick, and it's called dolyochegi in Korean. You can perform this kick by first raising the knee of the kicking leg so that the knee is aimed toward the target. This is similar when you perform a front kick. You then pivot on the ball of the non-kicking foot and turn the hip over slightly so that your body is turned sideways toward the target. The leg is then straightened to kick so that the shin of the leg is moving in an arc that is parallel to the ground as you are kicking. In some version of the turning kick, the striking surface is the top of the foot. In this case, the ankle is held straight in line with the rest of the leg and the toes are likewise pointed straight in line with the foot. It is also very common to kick with the bottom of the ball of the foot. In this case, the ankle is bent upward and the toes are likewise bent upward. The non-kicking leg is vital in this kick. In order for your body to rotate so that your side is facing the target, it is vital that you pivot on the ball of the non-kicking foot. In fact, at the moment of the strike, your non-kicking foot should be turned so that it's pointing away from the target. So what to do with your torso and your arms? Well, let's assume that you're kicking with the right leg. While you are turning and kicking, the right arm should be brought down to the right side and it provides a counter rotation to the kicking leg. In fact, it is not uncommon to see people place the right arm all the way down behind the right leg at the moment of the striking. It is usually better to keep up your guard, so both the left arm and the right arm are up to make sure that you're guarding yourself. Your torso should be turned sideways to the target and it should lean somewhat away from the target. It's very important that you kick at the maximum comfortable height where you can still feel the power in your kick. You can kick the turning kick into low section, mid section, or high section. Do not lock the knee joint out. Instead, flick the leg out and back in again. This helps you to develop speed in your kicks and prevents the knee joint from excessive wear and tear. So the key element of the fighting style turning kick is speed and not just the execution, like when you kick out, but also the retraction of the leg, which helps the workout in the antagonistic muscle groups. So the ones that stabilize the execution of the kick and help recover the leg to its starting position. Plus, the constant change of position as you alternate legs help you develop your footwork. That's why we are doing the turning kick and every kick on both sides. You have to make sure that you know all the kicks on both sides. If one side is a little bit weaker, then you should practice that a little bit more. So as you can see here, we are doing double turning kicks and we are moving forward. You can play around doing a low turning kick, then a mid-section run, or a low turning kick and a high section run. Whatever feels good to you. Make sure that you're practicing all kinds of variations just for fun, but also to make sure that you know what you're doing. So just plan ahead. You're gonna do a low section and then keep moving and do a high section. Now we're gonna add a third kick to this. We're gonna do a pande dolyochegi. As you can see here, I'm doing the first two kicks, so one turning kick, another one, and using the rotating movement from the second kick for the third kick. The reverse turning kick is a spinning variation of the turning kick. In Korean, it is called pande dolyochegi. The basic principles of performing a reverse turning kick to make sure that you're facing the target from a forward but slightly side-on position. Then start by spinning on the lead leg. Lift your back leg into a chambered position and then ensure to get your head over your shoulders to see where you are kicking. Then extend out your leg straight as you spin around and connect your heel with the target. You can also use the sole of the foot depending on the target. Next up, we're gonna do two turning kicks with one leg. First, you should do a low section, then a high section. Of course, you can do a low section and midsection, or midsection and high section, depending on what feels good to you. Here, I'm just practicing the low section, then kicking up to the high section. The higher you lift up your knee after the first kick, the higher you can kick. So make sure that the first kick is very fast and the second one has more power in it. This is also a very good way to practice balance whilst kicking. Next technique is going to be the turning kick, then a hooking kick. As you can see, there are different variations to do this kind of kick. We have done the hooking kick in a previous video before. The important thing is to make sure that your hips are rotating. So we're doing a variation here when we're doing a hook kick first, then a turning kick. It's very important that you make sure to do a full hooking motion, not just a little hook. We do a full range of motion here. Make sure that you lift up your knee as high as possible to do the hooking kick, then keep your knee up high to kick even higher for the turning kick. This is a very good surprise kick. I see it in many sparring competitions. The first one is to show that you can do a hook kick, and if the opponent is blocking it or trying to get out of the way and then maybe try to attack, then you can still come back with a turning kick. Also, the other variation, by just do a turning kick, opponent is trying to avoid it, and then you come back with a hooking kick. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.